So you started moving around and now you're ready to build some muscle and burn some body fat. Congratulations, you're exactly where you need to be. I'm Carlo Lalonde and I'll be your guide. So today what we're going over is we're covering over a HIIT training circuit that focuses on burning body fat as well as building muscle all at the same time. If you haven't warmed up already, there is another video in the channel, so feel free to do that one first and then hop back onto this. So before we get started, I want you to have that word of power in the back of your mind the entire time as we're doing the exercise. And today the word of power is I grow stronger, healthier, and happier every single day. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and start getting cranked out, okay? So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do our circuit, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. First movement we're covering today is our squat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we're shoulder width apart, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sit into it, boom, 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 and then boom, up just like that. So I want you to make sure that we're still sitting into it, so pushing the bum back, while we're making sure that knees aren't caving in as we're doing the movement. So again, go at your own pace. We're doing about 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off as we're doing the movements. We should be feeling some good movement and good muscle burning on our quads and our glutes while we're doing this movement. So just make sure that you're cranking it out like no, never mind. If reaching this depth for your squat is a little difficult, it's okay to put a chair behind you and use that as a marker to help mitigate depth. So we're gonna go ahead and keep cranking it out. Keep cranking it out. We almost there. And then boom, awesome. Cranked out those first set of squats like no, never mind. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start hitting the core and getting that heart rate up with some mountain climbers. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hop down onto the ground and then we're gonna start moving. We're gonna start moving those legs like no, never mind. Go at your own pace. If you want, you can start slowing down, just bringing the knees up like that. Just make sure that you're continuously moving while you're doing this. That way you can keep burning those calories and building that endurance. Oh my goodness, I am growing stronger, healthier, and happier every single day as I'm doing this movement. My goodness, golly gee gumdrops, things are heating up. Don't mind the kitty, he's just passing through, walking around like no, never mind. And then, wow, my goodness, we're cranking it out. Almost there, and boom. Awesome. So did absolutely phenomenal with those mountain climbers. Ain't no mountain high enough, right? So what we're gonna do next is we're actually gonna go into our push-ups. So we're gonna start on the ground and on our chest, hands midline of our chest, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna brace the core, squeeze the glutes, and we're gonna press up. Boom. Make sure again, we're bracing the core, squeezing the glutes as we're doing the movement, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. If this is feeling difficult, we're gonna start on our knees. Boom. Boom. But then let's go here and work on that slow eccentric motion. Boom, 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 boom. It'll help build the strength to be able to go ahead and crank these push-ups out like no, never mind. Notice that as I'm doing this movement, my spine is nice and neutral and everything is coming up as one. Boom, 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 boom. Nice and controlled, nice and controlled. My goodness, I am growing stronger, healthier, and happier every single day. Boom. Gangbuster. You did absolutely phenomenal. Time to go ahead and blast the badonkadonk and blast the glutes. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna make sure that we're about shoulder width apart with our feet. We're gonna be driving with our heels, okay? So driving with the heels, we're gonna lift the pelvis up and then we're gonna go up and then boom, blasting the glutes. Blasting that badonkadonk like no, never mind. So your glutes, again, they're divided into 3 muscles. We got our glute max, glute min, and glute med. So right now, when we're doing this glute bridge, we're actually focusing on the glute max, which is the biggest, meatiest portion of our bum. So keep driving with those heels. Get that badonkadonk lit up like no, never mind. It's holiday season on the glutes as you're cranking it out. My goodness, golly gee gumdrops, gee willikers, holy Toledo. Things are heating up. Really great job keeping up so far. We almost there. We're doing the glute bridge like no, never mind. And then a couple more, and boom, gangbuster. Really great job with that glute bridge. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna blast the core with the ever so fun dead bug. So we're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna make sure our low back is pushed up against the ground. We're gonna lift up the legs and then we're gonna extend opposite arm, opposite leg, nice controlled motion, tapping the heel. Like so, boom, awesome. Really good, guys. Make sure that low back is tucked onto the ground like we're tucking our ribs. Like no, never mind. Make sure that low back stays on the ground. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how motivated are you guys when you work out? Is it pretty darn motivated, mighty motivated, or kind of motivated? Really excited to find out where you guys are standing with your motivation level. Feel free to comment in the comments how you're feeling when you're working out and how much motivation you need. My goodness, we're almost there. Core should be burning like no, never mind. Holy Toledo. Golly gee, gumdrops. 3. And boom. Awesome. So really great job with that. Congratulations. You've made it all the way through that first round. Give yourself a big round of applause and a nice pat in the back because you did absolutely phenomenal. Great news is we're going to do that all over again. My goodness. And every single time you do it, you grow stronger, healthier, and happier every single day. Holy Toledo. So have some water, rest, relax, replenish your energy. And then we're going to go ahead and hit it in about 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go into our squat. Boom. Like a gangbuster, like no, never mind. Squatting all day, all night, every day, every night. My goodness, look at that. Our quads should be lighting up. Our glutes should be lighting up. Golly gee, gumdrops, you guys are doing absolutely phenomenal. My goodness, every single time I'm doing this, I grow stronger, healthier, and happier every single day. Holy Toledo. Gangbuster, cranking it out. Those quads should be feeling pretty darn good. Remember, do as many as you can. If you need to, take a little bit of a breather and hop back on whenever you're ready. Almost there. Keep cranking it out. Keep cranking it out. And boom. Awesome. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. Really great job. We're almost there, okay? We cranked out those squats. Now we're going to be climbing mountains. But remember, ain't no mountain high enough, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get set up and then we're going to start moving. We're going to move those legs like no, never mind. Climbing those mountains because ain't no mountain high enough. We're doing absolutely phenomenal. My goodness, make sure you're taking some air in. Don't save your breath for cooling your porridge. Take that air in. You inhale energy. You inhale energy and health, and you exhale weakness and tiredness and lethargy. My goodness, you are absolutely dominating. We almost there. Holy Toledo. Pick those feet up like no, never mind. I grow happier, or I grow healthier, happier, and stronger every single day. Holy Toledo. Golly gee, gumdrops, gee willikers, in 3. And boom. Absolutely phenomenal. So give yourself some time. You got 20 seconds to rest and relax, replenish energy before we start cranking out those push-ups. So when we're getting into our push-ups, remember, hands midline of our chest. Let's get into a really good position. And if this is really tough, again, a couple things you can do is just make sure you're on your knees, okay? So whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and start cranking it out. Hands midline of our chest. Squeeze the glutes, brace the core. Press up, nice. Just like that. Holy Toledo. Inhale energy, exhale lethargy and tiredness. Inhale health, inhale power, and inhale strength. You're doing absolutely phenomenal, guys. We're almost there. Should be getting a wicked bump in those triceps and in the chest while you're doing this movement. Holy Toledo. Doing absolutely phenomenal. And 3, 2, 1. Nice, you guys did absolutely phenomenal. Keeping up, cranking it out like no, never mind. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna go into the glute bridge, blast the badonkadonk like no, never mind. So we're gonna set up. Again, feet shoulder width apart here. Make sure we're driving with the heels. That way we get a lot of activation through the bum there. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drive with the heels. We're gonna lift up. Boom, awesome. Should be feeling pretty darn good doing this movement. Driving with the heels. Should get some good activation in that glute max as you're doing the movement. Holy Toledo. So what's your guys' favorite genre of music when you guys are working out? Again, I like new retro wave when I'm working out, and ain't nothing better than listening to Josh Groban as well. When you are lifting a whole heck of a lot in the deadlift, and you're listening to that song, You Raise Me Up. My goodness, it is so empowering, like no, never mind. And for some reason, that chorus just hits just right when you're lifting that up. And then almost there, almost there. Glutes should be burning pretty good, and boom. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. We're gonna stay on the ground here, and we're gonna work on that dead bug, blast that core, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, lift the legs up, tuck the ribs, arms up, legs up, and then we're gonna go ahead and extend opposite arm,
opposite leg. And then, boom. Really good, nice and controlled. Getting some good work through that core as you're doing the movement. You're doing absolutely phenomenal. You're doing really, really, really good. You're cranking it out like no one ever mind. Things are heating up, things are burning. But remember, when muscles burn, muscles 79, 80% water, right? Boiling water turns to steam, and steam powers locomotives. So choo choo, next stop is victory and triumph for you. We almost there, last little bit. We got 10 seconds, and we almost there. Cranking it out. We at the finish line coming up, and boom. Absolutely phenomenal. So really great job, guys. And if you made it all the way to the end, give yourself a big round of applause and some thanks because you took the time to crank it out like no one ever mind. You did absolutely phenomenal. And if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button to make sure that you're up to date on all the new exercises coming up. So until next time, I'm Carlo Lalonde.